Hello class. Today we will be doing a math lesson all about 10 frames. This math lesson is called Little 10 Frame Add. It is a lesson about adding 10 frames, and then for kids that exceed this expectation, they can be subtracting the 10 frames. So for the content standard of this lesson, it is frequently adding and subtracting within 100 using strategies based on place values, properties, and operations, and or their relationships. So the student learning objectives will be that they can add or subtract multiple 10 frames within a certain amount of time. So for the students that exceed expectations, they will have to try to add and subtract 10 frame cards that are in front of them. So these are the 10 frame cards, and they are all 1 through 10, filled out, colored in, not colored in. And then students that meet expectations, they are to have, the activity can also be done by showing 2 sets of 10 frames on within 10 to 15 seconds. So they are to, when I give them their lesson, they have to add up. So I will say, take 1 red, 1 pink, 1 yellow, and 1 green, and then without saying how many of each are in there. And then they will look at it, and then within 10 to 15 seconds, I will set a timer, and then they are to add it all up or subtract that many within that time from 100. And then that is for students that meet expectations. For students that fall below, and then there is no partners for this. For students that fall below expectations, they will have additional time, so it will be around 30 seconds that I will set a timer for. And then they will also not have to subtract, so they will only have to add. So I will give them probably the bigger numbers as well, so it'll probably be the bigger 10 frames so that they can visually see that there's more. So it'll be bigger 10s and then maybe just a 3. So then you can see, oh, it's 23. And then for differentiations, for students who exceed these, they can try to help their peers. They can keep them on track. They can help them get back on track if they start to wander. They can also, just help them stay on track. For students that fall below expectations, such as like kids with IEPs, they can sit with me during my formative assessment if they need a little bit of one-on-one, if I do have time for that. Otherwise, the students that exceed the expectations, they can try and help the students that fall below. So these people could try to help the partners stay on track and boost them a little bit if they need to. The lesson hook would be me explaining the objectives in a way that the students can understand. So the learning objective was students will be able to add or subtract multiple 10 frames in a certain amount of time. So they could probably understand that because this is a 2nd grade learning level. The lesson goal was students should be able to do quick math by using visuals. The 10 frames are the visuals. So I would explain that to them. That would be about 2 minutes long. Then I would show them what materials are needed, and then I would ask them how they should use the materials. And all of that should take about 1 minute. And then I will tell them what information they will learn. And then for this lesson, I would say, all right, students, these are the materials. And then they would have the pile in them. So I would say, all right, student, please grab 1 pink 10 frame, grab 1 green 10 frame, and grab 1 white 10 frame. Now please add those up. And then click timer. You have 10 to 15 seconds, and then just shout it out when you have it.
17.
Great job. And then I would say, clear your board. And then I would say, is there any questions? Do we all understand that? and then move on. So the next one may be take one pink 10 frame and one green 10 frame, or no, take one pink 10 frame and one yellow 10 frame. Put the green 10 frame back, sorry. All right, and now subtract the yellow. 3. Good job. And then that would be our lesson. So then for the closure, I would just recap my hook, and then I would ask them if there was anything else they would like to learn in the future regarding this lesson that I didn't cover. If there's anything else that I didn't teach that they think I could have done better and differently, and do a little self-reflection on that. That's about it. Thank you.